Hello and welcome to Needing a Meeting. My name is Carol and I am your host today, such as it is. I don't know, you guys. I don't know why I'm struggling today. There's no good reason for it. There's just no good reason. I'm getting enough sleep. I even started exercising today. I don't know, maybe that's shaking some stuff loose. Not doing great, Henny, and I don't know why. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason for the way that I'm feeling, you know? Are you, Henny? I'm sorry to hear that. Oy. So, I don't know. It says it's two people here, so maybe it's just me and you, Henny. Oh. Now it's just one, so. That's true. Unsettling news. Hi, Zelda. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I have had some unsettling news lately. That's true. Yeah. And I'm feeling a little discouraged about the farm. There's so much stuff that needs to get done, and I don't know how and when it's going to get done. You do hear guitar in the background. It's my husband playing. Yeah, you do hear guitar. Well, guys, I'm sorry I'm not better company today. I don't know. I may not be able to do a meeting. I don't know. I'm at work, but not too busy. Are you okay? Zelda, there's no rhyme and reason for me to feel the way that I'm feeling. Just absolutely just discouraged and worthless, and just it's all futility, you know. Hey there, I'm chasing my kid through a playground as per usual with one earbud. Hi, Chris. The guitar makes you feel better, Henny? Is that what it is? Yeah. Plant freak to the rescue.
Hello. Sorry, I'm running a couple of minutes late. I was writing an email and I was just like, okay, get this done and then I'll jump on.
So, do you still have Wee Man? Okay.
No, I just dropped him off. Yeah. He was off about 43 minutes ago. I said goodbye. Yeah. So I thought it would be a little bit easier this time. Not so much.
Oh.
But things will start going in a different direction sooner than later, ideally. But I just have to wait for all the bureaucratical yeses and nos.
Oh, man.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Chris. Hi, Henny. Kristen, Zelda. Holy cow. Hey, everybody.
The band's
and
here, y'all.
How are you doing, Carol?
There's no rhyme or reason for the way that I'm feeling, but I'm feeling like, warmed up and cooled down 5 times dog poop.
Yeah. Yeah.
No reason for it.
Maybe no reason, but emotions are going to do what emotions do, sadly. Is Steve playing?
He is.
Okay, I'm making sure I didn't have something else going because
You
I was
didn't.
just like, okay. Okay, good. I'm loving hearing it, not complaining, just making sure I'm not going to echo.
Yeah, it's excellent background music because I won't get in copyright trouble.
Exactly.
Carol, you've been talking about how you need to take some time, need to make some decisions and change up some habits. It's going to take a while, so try to go easy on yourself. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's an eclipse. Maybe it's the planets messing with us, Krista Melinda says.
Is there really?
Today? Is it tonight? Is it a lunar or solar or?
Yeah, explain more, please. I just know it was a full moon here, or it was a full moon last night, so everything was gone wonky last night, that's for sure. I had to jump. I was listening for the first little bit here, and then wee man needed my attention, and we were at McDonald's. I'm like, okay, I gotta close this down, sadly.
Right decision every time. Every time, yeah.
Yeah. But we had fun. That's good. Today we played a ton of Minecraft. He had of course, he just wants to sit and play Minecraft, which I'm starting to enjoy it. So whatever.
Okay. I heard that yesterday was Grateful Moon. I didn't even know about that. I didn't know about it either. Okay, and Krista Melinda, I should know it's supposed to be more visible where I am in Texas.
Okay.
I was about to open up a browser and see if I could Google it. Is it a solar or a lunar eclipse?
We think she's going to Google it to try maybe to find out.
Okay.
I feel like our Christy would know.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, you need to try and think a little bit easier on yourself. You've been a bit tough on yourself recently, I think, Carol.
Maybe so.
I think you have. You've got a lot of emotion whirling around that wasn't truly expected.
True. That good, huh, Carol? I feel pretty close myself. Like ramen noodles without spicy Cheetos, Dr. Pepper without vanilla. Does its job, but...
Yeah.
Lord Kiss Freak wants to hear some Kiss. There. I don't know if he knows any Kiss. It's been driving all the world crazy. Okay.
Well, I've been trying to keep up with the protests, but with Wee Man here, it's been a little bit more difficult. So I've been trying to watch like a recap channel.
The Scientology ones? Yeah,
sorry, I should be more clear. The Scientology protests, but I know that Defender of Ants was attacked 2 nights in a row. So it's like, wow, this is just gonna... it does feel like the moon's been driving people insane. Hey, Cosmic!
Hey, Cosmic! And hello, Misha. Hello, Chris, Lord Kiss Freak.
Yeah. I can't keep up with the amount of streams that are happening. I really, really can't. There's too many streams happening, and I can't keep up with everything that's happening. The streams are like 4 hours long. So what? Keep headphones on and watch for 4 hours, and then...
it's gotten to be a little too much for me to try to keep up with, too.
I found a recap channel, though, which is pretty good. Okay. And I don't know if you saw anything about the Texas one. The Austin protest yesterday.
No.
Yeah, that was entertaining. Entertaining. That one specific, Pearl Snappy, the one specific protester. She is entertaining to begin with, and then the police got called a couple of times where they're like, she's using speakers. No, she's literally just using her diaphragm and projecting. She was at 101 decibels.
What? Yeah. Just her? No megaphone? No nothing?
No megaphone.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, and like she visibly pissed off David Miscavige. Visibly pissed him off while he was giving a speech. Yeah.
Now, where do I see that? Where do I look that up?
There's a good clip of it on Scientology Life After a Cult.
Okay.
On today's morning stream. There's a really good clip of it, and she talks to Pearl Snappy at the same time while it's happening. Yeah. I haven't been able to watch Pearl's full streams yet, but it's hilarious.
Aaron had a blast in LA. Good. Little Davy from the Space Army got pissed off.
Yeah.
Well.
So that at least I was like, okay, I rewatched that actually just before I sent the email. I went to just that clip. I'm like, this will give me a good smile.
We could put it up here. I mean, Sunday kind of is cult day.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do you know how far in the clip is?
Oh, you're going to have to give me a second here. I think it's about halfway. I'll double check.
Okay.
I will double check, see if I can get a time stamp on it. Okay, where are we at?
Okay.
This morning. Turn this down, though.
Let's see. Okay.
Talking to... It's about 12 minutes in. I'm at 12:21, and it's just after that. And it's the stream on Scientology Life After a Cult from this morning.
Today, and it's today's, right?
Yes.
And
she has 2 up. I think 12:21 is a couple seconds after that. It should come up.
Okay. I've got to see Davey Miscavige. Little elfin.
Oh my God.
Elfin.
Oh, this one's the one with the grandson. So the other one.
Oh.
This is the first generation, 4 generations. For her, that's her grandson, first one not born in Scientology.
Okay.
That's a stream I have to go back to later.
Okay. So it's Scientology protests Austin to Hollywood.
Austin. Yes.
Okay.
I should have been more specific. I forgot she had a second one.
All right, here we go.
Apparently, people were literally looking back from the Scientology audience at her, at least in her direction.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Is it up?
Yes, it is.
KK will be there for a little bit. And then I'm going to make sure that Danny and Leah get some really good Texas barbecue before they have to head out.
Oh, yum. That sounds amazing.
I can't believe they came out here. I appreciate everybody's support. That was amazing.
That was truly amazing.
And you heard me.
I'm going to clip of when David Miscavige takes the stage and from where you were at, because they really, so if I'm you, the section of the street that you were on before, you had said that they did not have a permit to close that down. Yet, come day of, they closed it down.
Right, the day before. And they were playing music. And so they had to turn their music off too because all y'all in the chat called. And they were like, yep, they don't have a music permit for that day, so they had to turn it down. Thanks, chat. Y'all got my 6.
That's amazing.
It was chat who reached out to the manager too, the city manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Great.
But yeah, I haven't watched this back yet, so I can't wait to see me ruin his good time.
Yeah. So we got about a minute clip of David Miscavige on stage. A look and a listen. This is in Austin.
There's little Davy. There's little Davy. You got here just in time. That was perfect. It's almost like you did it on purpose. Oh, hey, Dave! Hey, Dave!
What I love about that is a lot of people know he hates being called that you did that.
They are.
Dave! Hey, Dave!
Oh my God, did you hear my wife?
down there. That was so great.
It was so great. And
So
He looked
satisfying.
over right at the end.
your voice was echoing. So you get this spot that's a bird's eye. And because you got to kind of tell people.
Not really see much in the way of him getting irritated.
He ends up looking over right at the very end, underneath as well. So she's on either the third or fourth level of a parking garage there, a public parking garage. And there's somebody down at the bottom, like getting angry, like a Scientologist down at the bottom getting angry who was sent out there to tell her to stop, essentially.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did she stop?
No, she went back out later too to protest. She's out there like every day. So, but they should start talking about how they actually like electronically lowered the podium to make him look taller, like all of the other people. So then he doesn't look as short as he actually was. Oh, it was entertaining. And LKF says that he found e-meters on eBay.
E-meters on eBay. Okay. I thought they were trying to really like clamp down on, but what can they do? People get out of Scientology and they sell their e-meters. What are they going to do?
And they did an e-meter demo on one of the LA lives last night. Serge ended up doing the reading, and I can't remember who it was on. Yeah. I ended up jumping on the stream just as it was happening on Serge's stream, and I'm like, what is this? Or no, it was Confident Chris. Yeah, so it was a bit wild how many streams were going last night, but
yeah,
all of the new staff apparently got put in place.
In which one, Austin?
Across the world. Across the world. Austin opened for the first time. So they had that building sitting there empty for many years. But if a nonprofit has a building sitting empty for about 4 years, Pearl Snappy explains it really good, then you lose the nonprofit on that space. You have to pay taxes on that space. It was the same day that they opened. That would have been the 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they had to throw something together.
Yeah. There was no choice. But I'm confident that it's going to eventually start. It's already unraveling. But I'm confident it's going to unravel.
A lot of, I mean, I wonder how they gathered up that many Scientologists.
I feel like that's the whole planet. They invited everybody. And then they were going to do basically an open house, and they were going to start to try and recruit people today too in Austin. Yeah. To me, it's truly insane, but it's Scientology. It's a cult.
Yeah. That's right.
It's a cult. And then, I don't know, the mentality of the higher ups has to be very, very difficult, and obviously narcissistic or abusive partner-ish, you know?
I am just at a loss to know what that motivation is. I mean, all the stuff that you would have to juggle to keep up those appearances.
I don't get it.
Keep people believe in something that isn't there.
Yes.
And that's what a cult is. It is manipulating people to believe something that is not there.
And then it makes me feel really sad for the people still in any cult, not just Scientology, but any cult.
Yeah.
Because anybody can be tricked into this. Anybody can.
Yes.
It just depends on how vulnerable you are in the moment, right?
Right. I got tricked into it for 10 years. So
Exactly. And I consider you a fairly strong woman. No, not fairly, very strong woman. And I do not see, if in the headspace that you are now, I know it wouldn't happen tomorrow. But at the same time, I'm sure where you were at, you were in a vulnerable place. And from how you've explained it to us, that's when you got clean.
Well, I was clean for about 5 years when I got into the cult. But I was in a very strong evangelical charismatic-y situation leading up to that. It might have been bordering on cult even leading up to it.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're grappling with giving your own child up for adoption to people you barely even know, you're already just feeling a little bit, I'm just going to say it, crazy in your own head and in your own space. So I was just ripe and ready for the pickings.
Yeah. Yeah. I can only imagine.
How are you, Cosmic?
I'm all right. I'd like to say that you also don't look old. You look gorgeous. So I would never guess your age if just looking at you. So you look my age.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, just wanted to pop on and say that quickly because I saw it in the message. Right. I was like, hang on, no.
Thank you.
Yeah,
well, I'm feeling every bit my age today.
Wow.
Anyone ever wonder if they were TI or not? And not though. I have my entire life. I don't know. TI or not, I have my entire life. Help me understand a little bit more what you're asking about, Misha.
Have you been doing, Cosmic, all in all?
Pretty shit.
Oh
no, I'm thinking that this housemate situation needs to resolve itself as soon as possible. And I don't know how to do it. So I don't know what to do. So yeah.
But you told him like well within 2 months ago that he had to find a place. So it's not like you'd be dropping a surprise bomb on him.
No, it's just that I've got a rental inspection coming up in 2 days, and we had a bit of a disagreement the other day. Basically, it was stupid, and I over nothing. Apparently, I take too many digs, but the thing is, I don't dig unless there's something to dig for. So, nothing I'm saying is not true. So I'm basically sort of at the point where I'm like, I can't financially support this person. And he's expecting it. And he stole my phone call from my car. And that was the last straw.
Wow.
Did you get it back?
No, I don't know.
Did you get it back?
Yeah. No, it's only a phone call, but it's a
I know, but just to help yourself to someone's stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And he knows that I have difficulty saying no. And the only time I can ever text him or ever tell him how I'm feeling is through text, because if I tell him to his face, I've told you, like I see the disappointment and the upset, I can't deal with it. Targeted individual.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's at the point where I'm got such high anxiety that I'm throwing up constantly.
Oh no.
I wish. Yeah. So, and that's anxiety that's doing that. So because I can't.
I wonder if the things that you've been struggling with this whole time, like the eating and the things, would straighten up somewhat if you didn't have him around.
I don't think it's his fault I'm not eating. He is causing me a whole bunch of anxiety, but I wasn't eating.
Yeah.
But it's making it worse. So I can't remember the last time I ate anything.
Oh. My goodness.
Milk and trying to. But yeah, it's just, I don't know what to do. I could just say, leave, but then I have the tension. And he's got nowhere to go because he does this. He must do this to everyone. If he's got no one, nobody has nobody. Like, not unless they've.
Oh, well, unless you burn up all your bridges to your somebodies.
That's what I'm saying. Unless he's got reason for it. So it's and I don't get to talk about it very much because he's always here. So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
oh, he's not there right now, I assume.
No, he hasn't been here all weekend because But the thing is, he's supposed to be here because he's got to clean up his shit. His stuff. I don't think I should have to be responsible for cleaning up after him.
No.
Or his daughter.
No.
So, and mainly what the mess is. It's like marks all over the walls. And look, it's my sister's house. She's probably not going to kick me out, but I am going to have to listen to her be mad about it for a few months,
Yeah. Yeah.
And nobody else seems to care in this house about this house or having a roof over their head. They're taking advantage of me and my sister's good niceness.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I mean, he is specific. Yeah. The other person's just a kid.
He's just like she's just fun, and like if Rihanna sees a photo of his room, she'll just send him a message to tell him to clean him up. I'm responsible for everything else. So, and I just want to run away. So, I might still. I'm actually looking at getting Jaden to move down in with my sister, and I'm thinking about just.
Can in sometimes here in the States, we can get a sheriff to help us get somebody out of our place when we need to. Have you given him any kind of written notice?
No, we don't even have a lease or anything like that. There's just a verbal agreement that he can stay until he finds somewhere more suitable. But also he was meant to pay. He hasn't paid anything. So it really doesn't matter if he's here or not, other than if he's not here, it's not going to cost me as much.
Yeah.
Wow. So I would, is it a 30-day, if you were to evict somebody, would it be a 30-day notice in writing?
Yeah, I don't know what the actual it is here as far as someone who is just not even on the lease. I think I might have to give him a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, something in writing, and then if he's not gone, can you get the police involved?
I won't need that. I've got good friends. But they've already all offered to help move him on.
What about
nicely?
What about talking to your sister? Is it because it's her property? It's a rental property. Has she had other people in there before, or are you the first renter?
Yeah, it's all on me, because if she's moving, I can't talk to her about this because she's so sensitive and everything, and everyone just tells me the same thing. Just kick him out. If it was that easy, I would have done it already.
Yeah.
And
can you give him something in writing? Do you think you can do that? You could do that?
I have. In writing counts as email and text here as well. So
okay.
So I've already done that. That was ages ago. And then
if you get the police involved, then they're aware that there's a man that's homeless that's got a little bit of custody of the kid, and maybe the kid can be spared from having to be out on the streets with him.
Oh, she won't. She will be with her mother. But it's just, I feel so responsible. And also, if I do this, then I won't ever get to see Mia again.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. And you have no communication, I guess, with the mom? No. Okay. That's and then that goes back into your past a little bit, which is probably a bit triggering.
I'm losing another little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hugging you right now.
Yeah, Cosmic. Oh.
It's just, if it wasn't for Mia, this would be so easy, because she doesn't really have anyone super stable in her life other than me, and who's consistent. And I guess that's not my responsibility.
No. I know, but yeah, I can see why you would feel that responsibility, though.
Yeah, because I never had it. I never had someone like me when I was her age to help me and who'd listen and who would just, I never had that. So I wanted to give it to her and be that stable person, regardless of what happens with her parents. She would always be able to come to me. But I have to kind of stay in her life for a little bit longer for that to happen, because she doesn't have access to anything that can get hold of me if she needs me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
It's so sad, because I feel like I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose her because this person can't do what he's required to and just be an adult.
Right. Right.
So how do you get to 34 or 36 or however old he is, in his 30s, and have a child and still be doing what he's doing. I don't get it. I guess
Yeah.
all the time. I just don't understand it myself. I mean, I had kids. I was pregnant at 19. I've had a house, roof over my head. Everything's all, it's been a struggle, but
Yeah.
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 I've done it. I don't know why it's so hard. And it's just really upsetting.
It's only the only thing that's hard is making the effort, and he just doesn't appear to be doing anything toward making that effort.
No, I'm doing it all. So, which is
Zelda says, I understand how you're feeling about the little one, but please try to take care of you so you could be there for her if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, in the end, I've kind of got to take a step back, which I was already trying to do, but now I'm just going to have to do it. And she's going to know. She already notices that I don't spend as much time with her and all that sort of stuff when she comes over now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did the date too, Henny, and he just walks all over me. I'm just basically a doormat. So
can your friends? So have your friends offered like what they're willing and able to do to help you get him out?
Yeah, they'll tell him and move him.
Okay.
Because I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my best mate's coming in tomorrow to stay the night and help me finish off the preparation for the rental inspection, and I think she
So what is a rental inspection, and who does it and why?
Oh, it's like if you rent a property in Australia, well, in Queensland anyway, every 3 months the real estate comes through and checks to see if everything's all good and any maintenance and all that sort of stuff. But they also take photos and send them to the owner.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got no problem with Rihanna seeing anything, but it's not good for my rental record.
No.
If we don't pass.
Okay.
So, but I've never failed one. Everything looks spotless by the time they come through, and there's no damage other than what the kids and Jared's done to the house. But it's fine, and Rihanna knows everything. So I don't know why I'm so anxious about it. But it's my sister's house. I want her to know that I'm looking after it.
Yes.
Yeah. And because you feel responsible, you're feeling like all of this damage or whatever is like you need to clean up before then is your responsibility, even though it's not. Even though you're logically telling yourself, this is not my responsibility, it's him doing it. But you're, like you said, that's a hard situation.
It is, and I don't think I'd be quite so stressed right at this point if it wasn't that my inspection's in 2 days. I wouldn't be quite, because it's just like you said you'd do something and you're not doing it. Just clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
Don't ask for much. So, but anyway, that's my situation. That's what I've been dealing with.
Oh, Lordy. Well, I hate that you're still having to deal with that.
Me too.
It's been almost exactly 2 months since
he's been here a year. So
he's been not paying you for a year?
Oh, there's been a couple of first couple of weeks I got a small amount, and then every so often he'll give me $50 as a gift. I'm like, not a gift, buddy.
It goes towards what you owe me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, he doesn't really pay anything, and he doesn't buy food, doesn't do anything. I've actually started hiding stuff so that I can actually still have it, like my dishwasher, my laundry detergent and all that sort of stuff, because I'm just like, I go to wash my clothes and there's nothing there, and it's for me and my son. That's why I buy stuff. So
wow.
Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, honestly. If this was a movie, you'd be like, just shoot her. She doesn't deserve. We're sick of this lady. She's doing it to herself. Because I know I am. So but I just got to get. I've got to
to an extent. To an extent, he's taking advantage of the person that you are.
Yes. Yes, he is.
You're putting a lot on yourself by saying that statement. I'm putting it on myself.
Yeah.
But he knows the type of person that you are. He's taking advantage of that. And he's
Big
like,
time.
especially since, what was it, Christmas, just after Christmas or something, that you had said, like, this, that you need to do something.
Yeah,
Like,
and
this
it's
needs to
now
change.
2 months. So, well, more than 2 months. So, yeah. But yeah, look,
So, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, like, I'll work something out or just keep suffering. But it's driving me insane.
Well, you know, it's better for your sobriety if you go ahead and set boundaries and hold them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
This issue. Yeah.
It is. It's better for your sobriety. You know.
Oh no, my son's very much over him. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because Jaden has to cover his part of the rent and all that. Because Jaden, when he moved in, Jaden was going to pay less rent. And I said, okay, well, when he starts paying rent, you can pay less rent. And then when he starts paying rent, I'll give it to you because you've been covering his stuff. And he never has. And that's one of the things I always said to him. It's not just me you're taking advantage of. You're taking advantage of my son. And he didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He doesn't seem to care. He just thinks I'm making digs. And I'm like, well, maybe you should feel bad.
Whether he feels bad or whether he doesn't, it's time for him to go.
It is.
It's not just your mental health anymore. It's your physical health now too.
That's right.
Yeah, and also
Henny says, I know you feel responsible. He knows that. It's a tough situation. She wants to know how old the daughter is, if you don't mind her asking. 7.
She's 7.
Oh.
Yeah,
baby girl. Baby.
Yeah,
just a baby.
Yeah, and she's been through so much. And it's just like, but in the end, I've sort of, like I said, it's not my responsibility. I just need to stop taking on things that aren't my responsibility.
Yeah. And for small claims in Australia, is this something that you could go to small claims about? Because you have emails, you have things stating, you know, you should be paying me, you should be doing this, and he's just not.
Yeah. Well, small claims would cost me more money.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it costs like $3,000 to make a small claims claim.
Okay.
Oh.
Dear word.
And it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. And he'd just be like, I've got no money anyway. So
Kim Milan says you need to get him out to show your son that this is wrong and he is not to do this to himself.
Yes.
Yeah. Anytime you feel bad, says Kim, go look in the mirror, and if you do not see the word welcome on your forehead, then stop letting him treat you like a doormat. Easier said than done, especially when there's a little kid involved.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's going to take a little time for me to get it. I don't even know what to do, but I'll just have to tell him. And if he doesn't listen to me, then Mel will tell him, and she won't let him not listen. So,
is that your friend coming tomorrow?
Yeah, she's my carer and my best friend. Yeah. So
is she coming for that reason to help you get him out, kick him out?
She's coming to help me sort out some stuff to do with my legal thing, and also to probably do that as well. I haven't really spoken to her about it because she's been busy and she gets really upset. She's worried about me, and because she's a mandatory reporter, technically what he's doing is he's taking advantage of a disabled person, so she would have to report him. But
well, that
might be the avenue.
And
yeah, well, it's just I don't want to get anyone into trouble, but I do want him out.
Well, that may be the only way that it's going to truly happen, because he just squats and squats and squats and squats.
Yep.
You can't physically pick him up by the tuft of the head and toss him out, you know. So this might be the next best thing to picking him up by the tuft of the head, and you know.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to say what my options are going to be if he doesn't listen.
Yeah.
So, and in the end, the only thing that will be no one gets into trouble is I ask the police to move him on, just as a keeping the peace order, and nobody gets for that. It's just I hate doing it.
Okay.
I had the police at my house so many times. They know me. The police know me. They rock up. They're like, because of all the stuff that happened with in the past. So.
Well, maybe there's new officers. Maybe there's some younger blood that's never dealt with you, and
it doesn't matter anyway. Like if they know me or not, they can't blame me for it. Like I'm the victim, so no.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's just it still makes me feel pretty degraded, and it still keeps happening. I got told by one police officer I need to stop having men in my life. It's like thanks.
Yeah, but saying that to an individual is like saying turn off part of your human nature, because we all have needs. So, you know.
But mine was all, well, how about men stop being so shit? Were the ones that I don't think women are. But yeah, but it is like, I'll deal with it. And it's just, I don't know if I'm going to be on much because I'm got a busy week and I don't know how stable I'm going to be.
That's fair. We're always here if you need us.
And we're here if you need. Yeah, if you need us, we're here.
Thank you. So how are you guys?
We can do anything from afar. If I can yell into the phone at a human being, believe me, it'll take some stress off of me.
I've got ceiling speakers. I can make the whole neighborhood hear everybody. So, but yeah, no. But other than that, everything's all right. Hey, you guys. I heard Wee Man's there.
Wee Man actually left today. He left a little bit under an hour and a half ago. I thought it would be easier this time saying goodbye, but it wasn't.
It doesn't.
But I know I'm going to see him again, and that's what I have to keep telling myself. And literally, I have crochet sitting in front of me. So when I look down, it's because I'm starting to get feels, and I do a few stitches. So I'm trying to just kind of keep my head occupied on that because I've done all of the calls. All of the calls are done. It's the ball is rolling, but now it's rolling in somebody else's direction, and I'm waiting for them to pass it back. And this is the hard part for me because now I have no calls to make next week. I've had myself busy up until Friday, essentially. And then I had Wee Man, so I was busy and spending time. Yeah. Now I just sit and wait. And this is not an easy thing for me, is sitting and waiting. I need to get things done. I thought about my partner in Ontario, he's off tomorrow. And I'm like, I can give him a call tomorrow. And I'm like, I also don't want to bother him because of all of the things that he has going on in his life. And I'm sure that there's a court date for his son coming up this week. So it's like, I want to reach out, but at the same time, it's like, I know that I probably shouldn't right now because there's a lot of things going on over there.
He might need to talk too.
Yeah. Maybe if I wait and
say something that you're thinking of him and hope everything's okay and you don't expect a response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last time I talked to him, it was hard because he sounded the most tired and broken I've ever heard him. And it was this is probably the most stress I've seen him go through. So I understand. I've not seen this side of this human yet. This is the first time I'm seeing it, but it's hard to be 5.5 hours away and not just being able to get into a car and go and be there in some form to help, because right now helping that situation would help me because I'm just sitting and waiting anyways.
Yeah.
So, but then I also fear if I did have the availability, just get into a car and go.
Yeah.
Then I'm not focusing on the things that I need to work on me.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, well, I need to make sure that I'm not relying on, for example, specifically external appreciation from a man, for example, or just any partner. But in this example, it's a man. I need to realize that I can do that for myself. And if I was just going to get into a car and go, I would not be working on that, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Because then I'd be distracting myself and I'd be like, am I doing enough for you? You know, like needing to know, is this okay? No, I need to figure out, is this enough for me, from me?
That is 100% fair.
So it was like a month between like seeing him and like talking on the phone that I was just like, no, I need to like stop and I need to I need to figure this part out because I can't always rely on other people and especially a partner to give me that almost the best way I can describe it is like an instant gratification. Like it makes me feel good. So then therefore I haven't figured out how to make me feel good though.
Right.
So I care. And I made sure I noticed, like I said that when we talked last, like care very, very deeply, but my life is too full and your life is too full. Maybe down the line, something bigger, but right now, like this is how it needs to be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just good to know that I'm focusing on myself because it's the first time I've done it. To be even able to say what I just said, I don't think I've ever been able to do that. I thought maybe once before I was able to.
Right.
But it wasn't like this. It wasn't this deep down, figure it out kind of stuff.
Yeah. You also get dopamine from, interpersonal relationships. So if you're like, especially new love, there's a whole bunch of dopamine. That's why they call it like, the honeymoon period. So that's one of the reasons why people go out and seek company and all that sort of stuff because they get a hit of dopamine.
That makes a ton of sense. That makes a ton of sense.
Does.
With this situation,
it's people without dopamine. We got ADHD. We need more.
Right? It's like, okay, give me all of the dopamine right now, please. And in this situation, like we've known each other 4 years.
Yeah.
But we had a very long disconnection phase. So it's like relearning each other because we had a looming individual over us before and now that individual is no longer there.
Yeah.
So, and then that kind of brings fear for me too, because now it's like I have no boundary. Like I have my own personal boundaries and I'm placing them. But I have no boundary of this other person saying, don't learn this. And now I care about the situations more. But then that's when the thought comes in. So I'm proud of myself that the thought comes in, hey, you're not taking care of yourself and you're worrying about that.
Right.
And so at least I can see that now. I don't think I would have been able to say that before my ex. I don't think I could.
Yeah. Okay.
So trying to find the light in everything, the good spots in everything.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
There's always good in everything. I mean, even if it's a bad situation, you learn something from it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully, most of the time.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, you probably did learn something.
You are learning something, definitely.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this may be the last time that somebody gets to do this to you.
I hope so. Because you don't know that it happen until it's happening.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as like, how you're developing a new romantic relationship and all that sort of stuff, I don't know if I can ever do that because I don't think I ever feel the same way about romantic partners as what you're meant to. They're just there,
Yep.
And maybe because of the way they've had relationships develop, which is generally they just move in and then stay. It's not happening this time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's how it's ended up. It's just it being a situationship, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've never actually. The one time I did date and felt like I fell in love, it didn't turn out so well. I'm going to have to go to court and all that sort of stuff for that. So now I'm just sort of like, don't think I want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I understand that one. I do. You know what? If I didn't know this individual before, I probably would be saying the exact same thing that you're saying right now. But the fact that we are so far geographically apart, we have no choice but to take things extremely slow. And it's building that foundation that I had not built with anybody before.
Right on.
So, like, yes, I built it with friends. That's easy. But as soon as love is involved, I move quick. I move like it's lightning speed. like with my ex, we had met online in August, met in person in October, and I had moved in with him and his ex-wife by June the next year.
Okay.
And then I started traveling the country with him, essentially, with every single time the job changed.
Yeah.
So like it moves, and even with Mandrew, I was 15 years old, and that moved very quickly. We were living together by the time I was 16. I was also very young in that.
I wonder if it's got something to do with the fact that we've had past trauma and stuff like that. Things seem to move quicker because we've got to grab onto what we can grab onto when we've got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd never considered that before.
I've thought that same thought, and then I also add in the fact of neurodivergency.
Well, that's what else I was going to say, because especially people with neurodivergency, it's very hard for us to develop interpersonal relationships. I don't make friends. Friends make me because I won't go up to anyone. But that's always how it's been. I've never approached anybody. I've always been approached. And just saying that when Awaken was saying, do you think that you're a targeted individual? I feel like I am, not by any one particular person. I feel like I'm a targeted individual by people who want to target someone like me. Because they can see, like I've said it before, I walk like I'm a victim somehow. I can't change it. Like when I think about how I'm walking, I'm like, is this victim walking? How do I change it? I walk a little bit stronger, because I don't picked up by any of that anymore. But I don't know what it is about me that sends out these come get me vibes or whatever it is,
Yeah.
Well, you just maybe your mantra needs to be F off, F off, F off. So that's the vibe that you're giving off. F off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have resting bitch face, so you'd think it would just be automatic.
I feel like that draws people in more. It's like, because I have it as well. And it's like, all of a sudden, I know I've got resting bitch face. Like I can feel that I've got the resting bitch face happening. And then somebody comes up to me and starts the conversation. It's like, no, go away. Why? Exactly. It's like they need to fix it. They're like, they come up to you and it's like, but you should be smiling. You should be this. I get it. I really get it. But please be in my head for 5 minutes and tell me if you don't want to have resting bitch face.
Yeah, I love that whole smile more.
Yeah. I don't like that. Nobody needs to tell anybody to smile. That's I don't know. There's something wrong about that. I don't know. I don't know if it's a manipulation thing, but it kind of is. It's like, don't feel what you're feeling.
I think other people just don't want to feel your feelings.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's said to men as often as it's said to women, because women are supposed to look happy and pleasant.
Yes.
That's why most of the time I get told to smile more. It's by old people, old men and women, because they're like, smile more. What do you got to be so sad about in life?
Yeah.
Lady, you got no idea.
Yeah. And one thing that I've noticed is actually having somebody who has neurodivergency as well has helped me drastically understand what it is that I'm doing to other people being like I can't say doing to other people being neurodivergent, but the needs that I have that are extra, that are not neurotypical. Like I need the extra dopamine hits. I didn't realize what it felt like on the other side. I always just
actually not extra. It's not extra for us.
No, it's not extra for us at all. It's not. But to a neurotypical individual, it's extra. And to understand now that it's like, oh, okay, this really isn't extra. It really is okay. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And
yeah.
I don't know, the willingness to give back when you're able to understand that is completely different. Before it was just giving back because I needed to.
Right.
The willingness is something that I haven't experienced. Like, yeah, in the honeymoon stage, of course, in the honeymoon stage of everything, everybody's willing, right? But past that, no, it disappears. It truly disappears. So I don't know. The fact that it's not The fact that it's not gone gives me a little bit of hope, but at the same time, we're still in a honeymoon type thing. I need to understand that.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
For some people, the honeymoon
did you
period lasts forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
For some people, that seems like a rare thing, though.
I know, but I always hope that somebody gets it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on.
I love seeing
Did you
people
see
with
Henny's comment about forewarned is forearmed? That's wisdom.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you certainly have enough experience now to know to see them coming. They may see you coming, but you can see them coming now.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm a lot more
You
careful
know?
now. I don't actually talk to anyone, to be honest. So
Yeah.
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 it's easier.
It makes it easier. But at the same time, like exactly what Carol's saying is you have the knowledge, you have the understanding now, and all of these things you didn't have before. And every situation has taught you something else.
Yeah.
But I understand I didn't want to learn the lesson.
Yeah, well, as Christy said, the things keep happening if you haven't learnt the lesson. So,
Seems to be the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so who's playing guitar?
That was my husband.
Oh, I thought so.
Yeah.
Lovely. It was nice to have background music.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah, that's a good one, Kim. I do not have to smile.
I do not have to smile on command. I'm not a trained monkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I answer, I am smiling on the inside.
Oh, I like that answer.
Half the time I'm smiling anyway because I'm thinking about something funny.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I needed to get out some of that today because I haven't been able to properly because people have always been here and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like if counselling sessions are on, people are here. They won't leave. So, but yeah, thank you for this. I really needed it.
I know you did. I know you did.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish you did. I wish you weren't so constrained in your own home. That pisses me off.
Yeah, me too. I actually told him on one of the things that actually annoyed him was that I said I can't wait to get my own space back because on Friday I was playing music. It wasn't even loud. He's like, he came out and maybe you could turn it down a little. And I'm like, maybe you can shut up because it's my house. And you know, I can't wait to have my own space. You know, people not telling me what I can play or what I can do or whatever when it's my house.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Is this what he's considering the jabs? Is like comments like that? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not a jab, that's truth.
That's what I figured. It's truth.
That's true.
Yeah. So a jab would be something like, I don't know, saying something about him and his daughter or something, you know? I wouldn't do that. So
no, you wouldn't.
No.
Yeah. He's just gaslighting you.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yes.
He's the one that's in the wrong, but he's going to turn it on you and try to make you feel like you're the one that's in the wrong and when you're not.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. This is because I'll just keep playing the music every night and just say you don't like it, you can leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That comment. Yes. Yeah. You don't like it? Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time, maybe say maybe you can move out so you don't have to hear it.
Exactly. Yeah. Just galls me. He doesn't pay rent. He thinks he's got a right to say what I can do. No.
He has a sense of entitlement by this. To me, that's what I hear. I hear this sense of entitlement whenever I hear a little bit about him. You know, it's like, well, where did this entitlement come from and why the F do you have it?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Because he acts like he's my boyfriend or partner or something. Like he just takes all my stuff, touches me, pokes me in the face all the time, and I say no.
Ew.
I can't even handle my child touching my face, okay?
No, me neither. And I've just done that thing where if you ignore it, maybe it'll stop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't work that way.
It's like he's
you're just gonna have to turn into the mega bitch that he's trying to tell you you are anyway. So go ahead and own it. Be that.
Mm-hmm.
And turn it all on him, man.
Yeah.
Well, I can be
easier said than done.
Oh no, I can be mean.
You know,
I hold it back.
it sounds like you're just about being pushed there.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, but we'll see if he comes back today and how it goes. I think he might be too scared.
Well,
okay.
It's so funny.
Well, at least he's got a little bit of a, sense of something.
Okay. Let him be scared. Let him be scared.
Yeah. So.
Oh
yes,
my goodness.
Do you pay my bills? Do you pay my telephone? Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
Me anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you pay my bills, you can tell me what I can do. When I no longer have a pulse, you can touch me when you want.
Maybe not that either.
I think there's laws around the end part, but I don't put it past this human being that we're talking about.
Look, he's a terrible person, but I wouldn't even think about it. He's not even. Look, if I actually legitimately thought he was a bad person, I wouldn't have him here in the first place. So I think he's a good person who has a lot of potential, but he's wasting it and he's just using me, and I can't put up with that.
Yeah. No, you can't. And he should be scared too, Chris says, Lord Kiss Freak. Mm-hmm.
I know karate.
Yeah.
He's up the road next to Taekwondo. I'm trying to lighten the mood. It's all good. I'll work it out. So we'll just see how it goes today. And if if I come back on in the morning, I'll let you know how it goes anyway in the message.
Good.
Right on. Yeah, please do.
Let us know. Yeah.
You know what? And he's the one that's taking up space that's where he's not welcome. So just go ahead and talk about him right in front of him, right here on Needing a Meeting.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, why should you have to pipe down? It's your, like you keep saying, it's your house, and it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's gonna. Yeah. Well, I talk about him to my friends all the time. So, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I am a bit anxious about the whole thing. So, because I have to wait to see if he's coming back because I refuse to ask. So I'm not good for him either.
A narcissist feels entitled, contemptuous, and manipulative. If we learn what we're looking at, we must set boundaries. Yeah.
To
protect ourselves.
Yeah.
To protect ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Most people.
Yeah, Zelda's not seeing his good qualities, and I'm right there, 100% with her. Not seeing it.
I guess I can see the good when other people can't, and some people. And I guess that's what's got me into trouble.
Maybe so.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm done looking for the good now. People have to prove themselves to me.
Yeah.
I have a level of prove yourself to me before I can manage I believe you're good now. It's it feels horrible. It really does. I never wanted to be this person. I never wanted to not automatically just see the good in people, because I considered that like a superpower of mine for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
But this last situation just proves to me, like, especially in a romantic sense, no, you need to prove yourself to me in the ways that I need them to be proved. And then I'm okay. Then I'm okay. But I'm not just able to see good anymore.
That's actually a good thing.
I know
it felt better being, seeing the good in people, because I can relate to that. I used to do that too.
Makes the world feel
never wanted to see the bad in people, but it was always to my detriment.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Or being too patient. That's another thing. I'm too patient, especially in romantic relationships. So that's something that's like definitely gotten me in trouble.
Yeah.
That one I'm still trying to figure out how to break, though. I don't know how to break that one. I haven't figured out the golden thing to be said in my head yet, I guess.
It's weird because I'm so impatient when I'm waiting, but when people are being, I'm patient to, as far as waiting for people to get to where I think they should be. You know what I mean? Like, but if I'm waiting for something that I need to do, I can't do it, sort of thing. But I can wait for them to do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
So I have patience for other people, but not so much for myself, I guess.
I feel like that's a human syndrome. I really do. It's just like going back to what we would tell ourselves and what we would tell our best friend. It's just a different, it's on the different side of the scale maybe, but that's it. I feel like it's the same thing. Chris, are you talking about the truck picture? I'm trying to remember. Sorry, he asked if I remember the picture that he had sent me. I think it's the truck. Please specify. I think it's the truck picture. But I do. I think it's a human syndrome. We are able to be nicer to other people than we are to ourselves in every possible aspect. And it sucks. It sucks. It would be really nice if we could turn that around and we could be nicer to ourselves instead of other people. It would probably serve us better.
Yeah. We are trained as children to be patient to others. That's true. Yeah, that's part of the whole, that is the training up of a child. That is big part of it. The very first one you asked me to take and send to you.
Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure. Now my brain is like, which one is it? Because I'm doubting myself. Doubting myself immediately. I'm trying to get in here.
You know, I think Zelda's right here. It happens a lot, maybe more so in females, you know. And if we don't do that, then we're called to account. Like, why? How dare we? Why would we?
Exactly.
Women are told to be good, kind, and give yourself away.
That's what I wanted to say, was the patience for kids. I was told that I was told as a child, you don't speak unless you're spoken to.
Yeah.
So I had to sit patient and save up all of my thoughts and all of my feelings until I was spoken to, and then I exploded. So I know that my explosions are this now. And now that I'm able to assess it a little bit better, but until that was said, I wasn't really able to put that together.
Right on.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense because I wasn't believed when I was a child. And now when I'm not believed, that causes me to lash out. Like, especially when I'm telling the truth. Like, if I know for a fact that I'm telling the truth and someone tells me that I'm not right, or that that I don't know what I'm thinking in my head, like, how can they know what I'm thinking? But if someone tells me that I'm wrong, when I know for a fact that I'm right, that is just the end, and I won't let them.
Right.
Like, they have to know that I'm right, and a lot of that's come from my childhood of not being believed and not being listened to, and all the bad things that happened because of that. So.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's the one that I thought it was. I asked Chris to send me a selfie with like date and everything on it because I was so distrusting probably in that point in time of my life as well. Like, can you prove to me that you're human and that you're like a real human, and like I just met you through people on the internet, so now I'm terrified. And
Zelda says, I was told that too, and finally found my voice at 30 and never shut up again. Yay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's just, life's too short to be walked all over and made to feel that insignificant.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you're used to feeling that insignificant, it's uncomfortable feeling significant. That's something I've learned.
That's true. That's true too.
Yeah.
But we do have to give ourselves that little bit of space to be able to learn that, as hard as it is. Like, I'm still struggling through that. I really am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling through that. I really, really am. But I think the little bit of grace that I'm able to give myself helps. And that, like, if I can suggest to anybody who's struggling through it, like, you know, just give yourself that little bit of grace, because if you're not giving yourself that grace, I know I wasn't able to even see it until I gave the grace.
True. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you did.
Huh. I'm
Cosmic,
happy.
keep fighting and never, Cosmic, keep fighting. Never let someone take your truth.
Yes.
No, I won't. Thank you.
And I know that you are fighting. You've also got another battle going on right now too. You know,
you do.
Yeah, a few. Yeah. My thing for my daughter is coming up on the 4th. Fighting the government, my daughter.
And what thing is that?
It's where she lied to the government about when she left my care. So they said I'm overpaid $4,000, which I wasn't, because she's not telling the truth. But for to stop her getting into trouble, I have to take it to the Australian Appeals Tribunal. I've already done it twice. So I'm going to keep doing it until they wipe the debt, because I don't think I should have to pay it. And she didn't know what she was doing. So.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So, well, that's what I'm going with. As far as I'm aware, she didn't know what she was doing, because if she does, then that makes it a lot worse. But I'm not going to. That's what I do. I fight. Generally, I fight the government. That's what I'm good at.
Right on.
Because I don't see them as people. It's like, well, they're all people, but they're departments that I'm fighting. I'm not fighting a person. So yeah, I've got that on the 4th of next month.
Okay.
How that goes.
Okay.
So
okay.
But they're probably going to say no, and I'll just say I'll appeal again. I'll just keep appealing. I'm going to appeal them until it costs them so much money in lawyers. They're going to have to say it's going to cost to, I've already cost them more than $4,000 in lawyers. So
why am I hearing a scratcha?
I'm not sure.
My hair?
I don't know. I hear something going kind of like
yeah,
that.
Might be this. My hair?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Might be me, because I do. I'm constantly fidgeting. So
that's what I was hearing.
Yeah.
We understand what it is. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Now that
as long as we don't go black and get a growl again, That
was very strange, because when I went to bring up another stream to get my background back, it was there.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Weird.
StreamYard's doing something funny. I blame StreamYard.
Is it an app? Sorry, I got the white thing in my face.
StreamYard, you mean?
Yeah, is it an app?
I put it as like on my phone anyways, because I'm running off my phone. I don't know how Carol does it on her computer, but for me, I just take and put it on my home screen. And then that way I can access it that way. I haven't been able to find an app for it yet, but apparently there is one. So I'm doing a little bit further. No?
Well, I haven't seen one. Maybe it's just because I'm trying to go through an Android. I don't know.
See, they're on the website and a few YouTube videos I've watched. It says that there is an Android app. I just can't find it. And I thought maybe it's because I'm Canadian.
I haven't found it either.
No,
I looked for one too, and I didn't see it.
Okay.
So
I just use a Restream. I don't need to get fancy. My besties want to start doing a vlog. Well, they want to do a podcast where we just sit around and talk about stuff. And I'm like, well, I've got the whole setup.
Yes.
Audacity, perfect. We could do it. Yeah. So, yeah, we could do that. It'd be fun.
I've been seriously debating. I just don't know what topic exactly yet, because I feel like I need to sort of stick to a topic, not like 19,000 different topics, but go out for a walk and kind of be like, we're going out, kind of like what that sobriety guy does that we've watched with you, Carol.
Tim Ward?
Yeah.
Peter Mon?
Tim Ward. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of just go out for a walk and have a conversation, post it, but like a one-sided conversation. This is what I think, and then I'll post it and wait for comments.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, people
like it.
People love those walking ones.
Yeah.
I watch people walk through Japan all the time, like Tokyo and all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
but there's too many people, so I'm not gonna. So it's the way I get to travel without actually having to,
Exactly. Yeah.
be interacting with people. So and if I don't like something, if something like makes me cringe, I'm just like, turn it off.
Yeah, I can turn it off. I don't need to go find an alleyway that I'm going to feel unsafe in anyways,
Yeah. So, but I have to go. I've got my counselling in 4 minutes. So
Okay.
I'll love you and leave.
Love you too.
Love you
Cosmic.
too.
All right. Thank you so much for today too, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll let you know
I'm glad you were able to get it out.
Yeah, for once. All right. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Yeah. Love you too. Bye.
This is always awkward, this bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a little lower key meeting, or at least I'm feeling low key.
I am too. It was a goodbye day to Weebian. It's only like 2 days that I get to see him. And so
yeah,
it's a lower key kind of thing. And I knew that this, for some reason, any full moons throughout the winter, any sort of lunar stuff throughout the winter really affects me. And I've known this for a while.
Okay.
I'm unsure the science behind it or the astrology behind it. I really don't know. But I know it affects me, so I knew that I was going to have a little bit of a lower season, I guess you could say, the end of February. And it's also in between my dates.
If the moon affects a tide, how would it not affect us being so much percentage of water?
Exactly.
It's that's pretty much common sense. I mean, science can say that it's, hooey or whatever. But I mean, it is a proven fact that the ocean is responding to the moon.
Yes.
To the phase of the moon.
Yes. Yeah. No, and it makes complete sense why it would affect us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also in between my dates. My birthday and my mom's birthday are a day apart, and then her death date is March 11th. So it's easier this year. I didn't think I would say that. I really, really didn't, but I don't have somebody else's birthday in the midst of that.
Right.
So I had somebody's birthday in the midst of that for the last 11 years.
Right. Oh, okay.
And it's like, oh my God, how in the world do I figure out how to be happy and not feel sad? And then it was like I cycled myself harder trying to figure out how to be happy. And then it's like I would completely and utterly crash by the time that the 12th would come.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I also think it's because I'm allowing connection this year. I really do. Because if I think back, I haven't really allowed that for a very, very long time.
Well, and I think that you had somebody that, in order for an abuser to abuse somebody, whether it be, verbally or physically, they have to isolate you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the number one thing that has to occur so that they can do what they want to do. Abusers abuse because they want to. I had a therapist tell me that one time.
Yeah, I can't make sense of it.
That just shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah.
But because I can't imagine wanting to.
It doesn't make sense in my head either. It doesn't. And that's why I didn't believe these situations or people existed. Right. Even though I was living one, I still couldn't see it. I didn't want to believe it.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think connection's helping this year. I really, really do. And I don't know. Just the fact I'm probably giving myself a little bit more grace too.
I'm 3. My granddaughter and my son went home. I always feel depressed when they leave.
Aw, honey. Aww. I'm grateful that you got to see them, though. That means that you're feeling a little bit better too.
And you've had a meeting. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I get it. When we have to say bye, it feels depressing. The last time it was like, is tomorrow going to come? Is this really, is this really going to happen? Am I going to get up tomorrow and do my thing like I normally do, or what? You know, I thought that I was going to crash. I still wonder, am I going to crash the way that I had crashed before? Where I like need to sleep all day.
And you might.
I might, but I guess maybe I'm putting hope into the fact that I haven't done it since I left him.
Okay.
I haven't slept all day since I left him.
Really?
Yeah. I'm up at 7:30 and that's sleeping in for me.
That's amazing.
So I'm trying to put some hope in that and not let my brain go.
Well, I mean, it takes 21 days to either break or create a habit.
And I knew it was emotion. I did. I knew it was over emotion, feeling too much.
Yeah.
I didn't want to feel anymore, or being so numb. Like, I got to the point where I would just allow myself to be numb. Being so numb is like, what's the point in being awake?
Yeah.
You know, like I would make sure that I was awake for the times that I needed to be awake for Wee Man. But past that, he was in bed, I was in bed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm putting hope in the fact that I haven't done that. You know, I haven't crashed yet. I still say yet. But if I give myself a little bit of grace, I know it's going to happen if I get too tired. And I think I've been trying to space it out. Last week, maybe not. Last week, everything hit in 3 days. But that wasn't my choice. Everybody called in 3 days. So, you know, if I give myself some grace and just say, you know, I need to space this out a little bit better. I need to make sure I have energy and taking care of me for part of the day, at least an hour of the day. Good night, Zelda.
Good night, Zelda.
Then I think it's helping. I really think it's helping. Trying to just carve out an hour a day.
Okay.
Whether that be
sleeping
a walk.
Helps us. Yeah.
Sorry, what sleeping?
Sleeping helps us escape reality when our reality is awful, Cosmic says. Yeah. So reality not being so awful.
And yeah, who would have thought that my situation right now would have been less awful than before? Right? I sure as heck didn't. I sure as heck didn't. So that tells me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Give myself. I have. Oh, good idea. Good idea. I should. And I Last Airbender, the live action came out, and anime is my thing. So that's like some of my self-care right now. Just sit down in front of the TV and watch some anime, but live action version.
Right. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. How are you feeling, Carol?
A little better.
Yeah.
A little better. Yeah.
Good. Good. Yeah. Some breathing in. It's, you know, it's like I said before, it's not an easy mind situation that you're in right now, but you got us. We got you.
Right on.
Be here as best as we can.
Right on. Well, thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
The goats are distracting sometimes. I'm like, ee! if I have a random smile and there isn't even a comment in the comments, it's like, yeah, I saw goats. Yeah.
They are pretty cute.
Oh, they're pretty awesome. I feel like I've had one. I think I'm just low energy. I really, really feel like I'm just low energy. I'm also tired. I've been going for the last couple of days, constantly trying to figure out what's the next thing to do with Wee Man.
Yeah. My coach once told me I had to learn how to be comfortable in my uncomfortableness, and that is a hard task, but necessary. Yeah. Because, you know, it happens. We have it. We all have it. A certain amount of uncomfortableness. Yeah.
For me, that's when I was smoking marijuana. So that's when it comes up most, is when, like, anytime I've had a craving, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is.
Well, I don't know.
It's necessary. I get it's necessary. But it's not fun to figure this stuff out at the same time.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I do feel like I've had a meeting. How about you?
I'm good. I would say I'm a 3. I've had a meeting.
Right on.
Yeah.
It was a lower energy one, but it was still a meeting, and I do feel better.
Good. That makes me
Yeah.
really happy. That really
Well,
does.
good.
Because
Yeah.
I've been your friend, your family now. I'm concerned when you're not feeling carolly.
Yeah. And I mean, there's just and it stinks when it's just there's no reason for it that I can find, that I can readily point to and say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's frustrating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And yeah, and then sometimes it can add to how it is that you're feeling. But then this is your good little break for the day. We can try and get some laughs and smiles in for you.
Right on.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea too.
Whatever works that doesn't destroy your life.
Yeah.
And destroy your brain and destroy your body.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of
we
my
have each other.
Yes, we do. And one of my uncomfortable things was eating too. If I was uncomfortable, I'd eat a lot. I'd binge.
Okay.
So not happening. Like that's just not happening here. But I just try to work through the craving for marijuana. And so I'm seeing, what am I? November? I'm almost 4 months out now. And
what is your
amazing.
sobriety date? Do you have it nailed down?
October 13th is last hard drugs. October 9th is last drink, and November 7th is last little bit of marijuana.
Okay.
So I'm almost 5 months for hard drugs and alcohol, and I'm almost 4 months for marijuana.
That's great. That is fantastic.
It feels good. It does feel good.
It does. You know, even the stuff that's yucky that we used to do, the drinking and the drugs and the whatever behavior that was addictive or destructive. Once we have made up our mind that we're going to do it sober, regardless of how much it sucks, we get through that a few times and we realize it's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somehow it doesn't make sense.
Yep. And I think also the situation for me too, just realizing that it's better after.
Yeah.
I never believed it could be.
Right. Right.
And some of like the hard drugs for me, I didn't want. I did not want them anymore. I begged the last time to not take them. I begged. So I was already done with taking the hard drugs, but alcohol and pot, that's something different. Those are 2 legal things in Canada. And, you know, I'm just like, oh, for sure. I'm going to do that. That's not a problem. That's part of being an adult. But once you can realize you can do it. And be uncomfortable without them.
Yeah.
And I think I had, it may sound stupid, but I think I had a little bit of an advantage. Leaving an uncomfortable situation so close to my sobriety dates and getting sober on something else.
Yeah.
Because once that uncomfortable was gone, there was a different uncomfortable, but it's not the same level of uncomfortable.
Yeah. And it's not destructive.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm literally trying to move forward. As slow as it's moving, I'm still trying to move forward.
Yeah. You know, and to the adult brain, it makes no sense that it's better. There's no, as an addict, I would never have believed that in a million years. But it is the truth.
I was saying,
you know.
Oh, it is the truth, for sure. And I was saying I'm smoking marijuana to calm down, but to be perfectly honest with you, it's causing more anxiety.
Yeah.
It was causing way more anxiety within myself.
And we shut that off. No, it's not that. The things we can tell ourselves.
Yeah.
To keep doing what we want to do.
Yeah.
Love you, Henny.
Love you.
Well, we'll help each other. It's an overwhelming time and we will help each other, Henny.
Oh, yes, we will.
Yeah.
We're tribe. We
Well,
talk to each other.
yeah. You can't see Tina going, you know how she does her groan.
Yeah.
It's backwards. It's backwards. I should have checked it in the mirror.
Oh, it's
Poor
okay.
Tina.
It's okay. Oh,
I love her little reactions. It's either the or the ha, 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 ha.
almost like hyperventilating. Oh my goodness.
I love me some Tina.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to say goodnight, y'all, and I'm gonna go get some food. I haven't quite eaten yet, so I'm gonna try food anyways. That's the goal.
Sounds good. Sounds
All
good.
right. I love you all. Have a good night.
Love you too. You too. Thanks you guys for being here. And I got through it and I'm better for it. And I have you to thank 100%. I appreciate every one of you. Hello, Archie's mom. Thanks for sharing and being so inspiring. New to this channel. I've been off heroin for almost 3 years after an 18-year addiction. And I think you're doing a great thing here. Thank you so much and welcome, Archie's mom. It is so nice to meet you. That is fantastic. Even though you're almost 3 years, we're going to go give you Mama's tiara. This is what we celebrate sobriety or leaving when we have an anniversary of any destructive behavior that we've left behind. This was my Mama's tiara. She wore it. We got it for her 95th birthday, her final birthday. She wore this and while we all celebrated and yeah. So you get Mama's tiara and when you get your 3 years, we'll bring the tiara out again. Yeah, that is fantastic. 3 years is big. Big. Yeah, you've got your whole life ahead of you. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah, I guess we've had a meeting, y'all. Right on. You're very welcome. It is a nice one. All right. Love you guys so much. You guys are the best community ever, that better than I could have ever dreamed. So be awesome like you are. And yeah, we'll see you next meeting. And until then, peace, y'all.